Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR Rivals for another Race Now episode in which we're going to be racing as Bubba Wallace this time in his number 23 DoorDash Toyota. And we're going to go to Michigan because in 2022 he had the pace and he was en route to a win, and then there was like a late race caution and Kevin Harvick got the advantage, and there was just a little too much traffic with a few laps left for Bubba Wallace to go and get that win. And I mean, I've got a Kevin Harvick episode reserved for some other scenario that happened that year. We're going to save that for later. But before we get into that race, here are the settings I'm going with in this episode. The max difficulty, all the damage, 25% race length with 4 times tire wear and fuel consumption. Normal tire wear rate for me, because it's not freaking Nashville where I can just drive off to a 10-second lead in, well, 8 laps or whatever the heck that was. But I still want to have less grip in the tire wear here, because I remember this being a little too easy for me with whatever I went with in the championship mode as Chase Elliott. I mean, they're competitive, but not as much as they were at Charlotte whenever I did the Coca-Cola 600 video a few weeks ago. Relaxed yellows, multi-race stages, and then we're going to start from the tail of the field like always. What matters here? Narrow skill range. I want everyone to be really competitive here. And then we're going to do normal starting spread. I don't want to put it on expanded, and then this track is so wide, it'd be so easy to maneuver my way through. I'm going to try to avoid making contact and rear-ending cars, because I was doing that a lot at Nashville. But you got to give me the benefit of the doubt there, because, I mean, they don't even go. Infrequent mechanical failures, because I want this to be long green flag runs. I prefer having that. And then we're going to have less tire effect for them, because I want them to sustain whatever speed they have early on to the end of the run, because they're not that fast as it is from what I remember. And we'll give them normal fuel consumption. I don't want this shit that was happening at Nashville where they can make it through an entire stage without pitting while I have to pit like halfway. I have run out of gas. On the back straightaway, I can't go straight, and we're wrecking. And you know what? Fuck this entire plan. This is why I didn't do this, Mr. Frickin' 1200 horsepower next gen, whatever that guy's name is. That shit clearly was not fair at all. So we're just gonna put it to normal tire grip fall off, which will probably still hinder me 6 laps into a run instead of 2 or 3.
I'm Alex Hayden, welcoming you to the Irish Hills of Michigan for the Firekeepers Casino 400. This close to Motor City, this race is a huge priority for all the manufacturers, especially Ford and Chevrolet. This wide track allows for multi-groove racing, but horsepower and drafting are always key.
I made sure to get a bottle of water as I was getting off work. To stay hydrated, my mouth was feeling dry. And I gotta be able to bring you that James Hetfield, Chad Kruger voice intro every video, and that's a big help. And we ain't doing no practice. I already got enough practice with this dang bullshit that happened a while ago. I wasn't gonna do that at Charlotte, because that's what would happen, where I would fall off immediately as the run starts. And I don't know what the issue with the fuel thing is. Like, every track varies where they can make it on fuel or they can't make it on fuel, and you can or you can't, and man, I don't know. So are we starting 37th? Now, they just sent 3 cars to the tail of the field. Well, can Truex still be on the pole this time? Also, yeah, I'm using the DoorDash car because it seems like the McDonald's car is used up for Bubba.
Let's head trackside where the drivers and teams are getting ready. It's time for the command to fire engines for the Firekeepers Casino 400.
What is this? Noah Gragson failed pre-race inspection. Good shit. Darrell Waltrip in his suit and tie missed the drivers. You're all dressed up for an idiot show. What? I'm going to wait until the clock runs out of time to click accept, because there are people on pit road, and if I were to click that, it would put me ahead of them because they weren't done pitting. Or I could... Why is it so hard being JC1424 and not just press the damn button, take the pit stop? Stupid! Fuck! I'm trying to figure out how to play NASCAR games again, Me, 4 years old, not no play NASCAR game, just turn left. I don't fucking know, dude. But the strategy's fucked because these AI are trying to pit when the stage is almost over or just about to end, even though it's not legal, but they're not affected by the rule book. Me, I know I am. I've tried it in the older Heat games, and it has the same rules woven into the blueprint of the game that Motorsport Games copy-pasted. So Tyler Reddick, he failed some optical scanning pre-race inspection qualifying crash, or whatever the hell you call that shit. I get the three positions I ain't got to worry about. But yeah, this track position is going to be key in this race. I have to make my way to the field as much as possible. As the tires start to get really dull, 6 laps into the run, and then once that happens, I can't pass cars anymore, and I have to just maintain that. I don't know where the heck I was going to restart if I had gotten a dang pit stop in right there. But Kyle Larson chose to pit 2 laps before the stage ended. And I don't know if that would have put him a lap down. I wasn't sure. I was watching him play out. Yeah, I'm not having the shit where I completely ruin an attempt to win the race and accomplish what it is I'm going at here. But yeah, 2311 Racing is the best team here in the Gen 7 at this track. It's kind of going unnoticed because the first 2 winners here were the back-to-back guys, with Harvick doing it just after Richmond or before Richmond. I don't remember what order happened in. But with Chris Buescher, it was Richmond, and then it was Michigan. So I'm thinking that the year before it was Michigan and then Richmond with Harvick. So you'd believe it was the 4s, but no, it's all coming down to these like late race cautions or weird rain playing a factor. But in 2023, I remember Tyler Reddick being the really fast guy, having the raw pace based on like the actual track conditions they went into the race with this Rocket League car. But then the rain happened, and then cautions pull so much more strategy into play, changes how things go. Then in 2022, like I said, Bubba Wallace is on pace to win the darn thing, but then that late race caution gave Harvick an advantage, and then Bubba got stuck in some traffic. There's like 2 cars. I swear Logano was one of them. And it would be the first time Logano did that. I remember some Texas race where he did that. But, okie dokie artichoke, Tyler Reddick wins the Michigan race 2024 to get his 2nd win of the regular season. And that was pretty much where he got that regular season championship. And I have that car now as a part of my regular season championship display, which is right there on the right side of your screen. Beautiful thing. It is the most elite accolade and also the most underrated accolade in the entire NASCAR Cup Series. I cannot name a thing that is more difficult to accomplish than winning the regular season championship, and that if you do it, no one gives a fuck. The fan base don't care. NASCAR don't care. It makes no damn sense. I have like some cult religious belief at this point, very small, no one else thinks about it, that the regular season championship went away after 2003 and it came back in 2017. So it just died for 14 years or whatever. Oh, thanks for La Push, Chase Briscoe. I could see Chase Briscoe winning this weekend's race at the Michigan place. Yeah, because he's driving with the Toyota team now, and Martin Truex Jr. was really fast here a couple of years ago. I think he was pretty fast in 2024 too, but he was more like a 3rd, 4th place guy in that one. So Harvick's gotten to the lead. Took that from Larson. When I first tried doing this and all that stuff happened with the bad tire wears, Truex was on the pole. And yeah, it made sense. There's so many races that Truex should have won in the Gen 7. And it's not like he had a problem with the car. He was fantastic with this car. He was one of the best drivers in the Gen 7. But NASCAR is honed in so much on brand exposure, taking priority in how the races are regulated, that they constantly go into overtime and they constantly have the stage breaks, and there's constantly someone spinning out, and I swear they're getting handouts under the fucking table to spin out so that they can, bunch this shit back together. That there's so much against Truex that, and also James Small's an idiot. That's playing a big factor in, what's his face? Chase Briscoe not being able to win shit and stay up front. Yeah, this where my ability to move through the field tapers down was around lap 6, so I'm sticking with these guys. I'm drafting with them. I gotta go with the original strategy. I was actually running better a while ago, so this just makes it more challenging. I was like 22nd, and then I ran out of gas. So this time, I'll run out of gas in 25th. Oh, but Michael McDowell just keeps pushing and pushing. That's the second time he's been pushing me down the backstretch. Or approaching the backstretch this time. We should see like one guy pit here. Last time it was Larson. I was going at this. I mean, is anyone? Or does he know one? Does he know cars on pit road? Okay, so Larson decided to be smart this time. That's a rare thing. Now, last year, Larson just spun out for no damn reason. And I think he took Bubba out of the race when that happened. Bubba charged, made an amazing pass for the lead early on. And then they had a rain delay. They came back, and Larson just ate shit and took Bubba with him at that point. Okay, we're running out. At least it's not in the middle of the backstretch. It's towards the end going to 3. Oh, I got dumped by freaking Mike McDowell. That wouldn't even be the first time that Mike McDowell dumped Bubba. It's freaking, you run out of gas and the car just starts doing this shaky thing. And it's supposed to do that, but that's complete exaggeration. Click accept when the timer gets to 2. That way I know they're all done with those pit stops. Okay, I took the pit stop this time. Hopefully I ain't gotta do that again. That weird shit in the next stage we're doing here. And is this stage long enough where we actually have green flag pit stops? Because everyone's trying to make it to the end. And this is the most sensible turnout to the first stage I've gotten yet, where we didn't have a ton of guys heading down pit road. Instead, almost all of them were crossing that line, and I restarted where I was just before. That's cool. Damn. I got tight. McDowell got to run. I'm going to side draft him. Oh boy, we're at Michigan. Kyle Larson is in front of me going into turn 3. Deja vu. Could you please not spin for no reason in this corner and crash into me? That'd be great. Don't do that. Okay. So far, mission successful. Good job, Kyle Larson. This guy has so much potential. He is a fantastic driver, but he blows so many damn turns and destroys race cars so much more often than he should. I'm convinced Christopher Bell is better than Kyle Larson. Not because he has as much potential as Kyle Larson, but because he doesn't push shit so far that he just wrecks the damn car. He's more reliable at that point. And I am waiting for a Christopher Bell regular season championship to happen, but Bell's had some bad luck here and there. And then that Hendrick has been half lights out with their team. Byron is killing it in the regular season championship. Okie dokie. I'm trying to use what is left of my relatively fresh tires, making some moves. I should have gone further than 26th in the first stage. I should be going further than 18th in this one. Why is Kevin Harvick back here? Man, that first stage has a way of flipping shit around. The spontaneousness of all that reeks of brand exposure. NASCAR would do that. I mean, that's satire, but they would. They do with the freaking option tires. They'll do everything they can to give the illusion of parity and keep the competition really close, when in reality they're just trying to keep all of them cars on the screen, get all them brands on the screen. You know, advertise the brand, make them feel like they have a reason to be there. Lots of attention. Same goes with the playoff format. And I had some epiphany, like right after the freaking Daytona 500, where it became apparent it was never actually about the entertainment value of things. It's about doing the American commercial Advertisement, advertisement, advertisement. Sponsor, 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 sponsor. Look at all these sponsors competing together. Anyone can win. Anyone can be a champion. Anyone can be in the playoffs. And that's entertainment. I mean, you can look entertainment sometimes, but then at some point, the sponsors are pushing the sport out of the racing in NASCAR. That's how I see it. So, now things are looking a bit uppity up. We're up to 13th. Started 26th this stage.
Wave them guys off here.
And there's a caution. So that means I can get all my fuels and tires and all that. And well, now I'm on the outside again. But yeah, we moved up freaking 13 spots or something like that on those fresh tires in the second stage. And I think, yeah, we're going to make it to the end from here. We got 9 laps. The tires usually fall off after 6. That's where I hit a stalemate. And then I might have some of these really fast guys making moves on me towards the very end of this green flag run, if it goes green. I don't know why we're having freaking cautions in the middle of the stage. Infrequent, JC said. But we're still having people wrecking and blowing tires, and wow, I tried to give a big old arc into that corner, and instead I blew it. That's Justin Haley. Yeah.
Hold me a good wheel here.
I don't know. Why is Corey LaJoy in 9th? Why does this keep on happening? I mean, Suarez, he has some good runs in that 99. I guess he had a few that year, and he was going for the lead in the Coca-Cola 600 in 2022. Oh, we're going to make a move. There's Bill Elliott. I thought Darrell Waltrip was in this race. Who is that? Oh, that's Truex, Auto Owner's car. Some weird blue thing. I didn't recognize it. Oh, we got both of the 2311 guys up here. Kurt's in his Jordan car. Did Kurt really use that specific Jordan scheme in the Michigan race? I thought it was only for Kansas. Because usually those Jordan schemes, they change like every damn race. Completely different pattern, design every time. Showing off something new every time they come here. Okay, we're going to duck down. We're going to make it 3 wide, and then we're going to check up big time. So I can hold the bottom. Didn't work because I went over the apron. Now we're 4 wide, and now we're not. Logano is just leading this thing. Logano is the king of them track position races. And the restarts. Well, until he has the 3 car up his ass, that changed a lot. that was funny. That was undeniably funny. I like Joey Logano in general because he's just ironically hilarious to watch his video game narrative of racing IRL NASCAR. We're like, it's okay if he wrecks people. It's okay if he wins. It's okay if the playoffs benefit him. But it's not okay if and he does not. If someone wrecks him or he's losing or he loses the playoffs or the All-Star or whatever because of these gimmicks, this is bad. It's all bad. Nice thump. Funny, entertaining thump. Oh, it's tight. It's tight. I got up to 3rd. I'm going to try to keep as much of this track position as possible. So that I can be able to get to the lead on the fresh tires getting into the final stage. That draft is helping. I'm going to let off and burp it a bit. Hang in there. Try to draft up to the Truex. Well, it's nice that I got Bill Elliott pushing me. Trying to stay in their draft, but I don't want to touch the wall. There's an invisible foot worth of space between the wall that is also the wall because of the dumb video game shit. I think they tried to fix it at some point, and then instead they just shrank it down. They didn't actually fix the problem. Man. Making it look like Truex is faster than Logano, but you got dirty air that's preventing him from getting past him. I'm going to give a big old push. I just helped a fellow Toyota driver take the lead. Kamikaze liked that. What if racing liked that? Oh, don't touch the wall. Can I side draft you? Why is this not working? Nothing's working. Kurt Busch can't push me, and I can't side draft Harvick. I'm trying to let off so I can pull in behind him. Instead, I'm so tight that I'm just stuck in the middle groove. I just got bumped up the track. I am losing so much ground right now. This is not what was supposed to happen.
Got one inside here. Two to go this time.
Look, man, draft, go, go. Nothing works. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna just keep losing spots because I can't get to the inside. This is not a short track, but it damn sure is racing like one. It doesn't matter whether I'm on the inside or the outside. Everywhere I go, I'm just slow and out of grip. This was way more dramatic than it should have been. But these are the fastest guys in the field. This is not for 20th.
Top's covered. Stay on the bottom.
And now that I'm on the bottom, I'm just driving right past Christopher Bell.
All right.
Why is Christopher Bell and Denny Hamlin running behind Cody LaJoy? Why is he running 8th on pace? This did nothing. No, that does not do that. Okay, that light came on as we were going to the final lap of the stage, so I ain't got to worry about this shit. We are going to sit in on Corey LaJoy, and we're going to just run clean out of grip. We are still running out of grip. I thought 8 tires are better than 4. Instead, 8 tires don't do shit. Well, thank you, Bell, fellow Toyota driver. All the Toyota drivers are working together right now. Send it in. And you should be able to side draft, but it's like it just doesn't happen. They should have like turned up the side draft, or had that be an option, not just the regular drafting shit. Because I get not having draft pull me towards somebody, but the side draft just wasn't doing anything. You have to be so close, but at that point you just bump into them because of hit detection. We're gonna get 1 second of damage from the rear or from bump drafting. I mean, I wasn't hitting the side of people very hard either. Anyhow, yeah, but we'll fix that and we'll get all this stuff, and we're gonna restart outside 10th. I think I restarted 12th in the middle of that second stage.
Go. One back.
I'm gonna try to use this restart speed to get a good launch. This is very important here.
Still there.
And you saw what happened. I went to the outside, and every single car behind me just kept going and going. Well, the more cars I can put in between me and the front, then the higher up I'm running whenever that shit happens. So we got up to 4th. If there's a late race scenario, this is the shit that needs to happen. Especially on worn tires. Oh my god, Logano just... He did exactly what you're supposed to do on the bottom line, and that was still scary. I am making this work on the bottom. Yeah, this is the difference between fresh tires and 5-lap-old tires. You can go 3 laps, and I probably wouldn't be able to do that. Okie dokie. 17 to go. That is 1 pit stop. Pretty much dead in the center. I am going to block Kevin Harvick. If it comes down to Bubba and Harvick again at a late race restart, that would be pretty cool.
Bottom lane's rolling here. Bottom's clear here. Bottom lane's moving. All clear. outside by himself. You've got room. You're all clear.
Damn! That was a pretty good block. I think I should give you all of that footage like raw, me just doing all the mirror blocking, because this is big stuff. And being able to maintain all this.
Got a car coming high now.
That freaking Almirola. See, I try to block again and then I just start losing a ton of spots probably. No, don't push me. I don't want your pushes. I want to get back to the inside. That's what I want to do.
I need 10 solid laps.
So we're getting low on fuel, and kind of want to wait to pit until next time by. That way I know I can make it to the end.
Outside now.
There'll be 9 laps to go whenever we get back around this time, so I should probably do it. Get on fresh tires and all that stuff again.
Leaders coming to pit.
And it says they're pitting. They're the leaders, so I don't know. Try to gain some time on pit row with these guys. Hamlin, can you not wreck my shit? Okay, we're gonna beat them.
Slow down.
And I did not speed in pit road. That is good stuff. Bruh. I beat these guys into pit road, and you give me a Bubba Wallace 22 tier pit stop, where they just beat us on pit road like, by a ton. Pit crew's way slower than everybody else. I'm catching them, but the longevity of my tires is probably coming to an end right around here. I think Keselowski can pass Eric Almirola, but he's going to get those big runs off the top side every time. They're going to have to change a little bit of something in how they run this track for that to actually happen. If I'm not winning this race, I want to help Keselowski win it. We need more Keselowski wins. I'm going to go in with my drafty drafts.
Caution's out. Wave them off.
And there is the late race yellow that I needed. That's going to cut some laps off the end and give me a chance to make some moves at this restart. Oh boy. I don't know how many laps we got left here. Because we were coming to 5 to go. It's probably going to be 2, but not counting for overtime.
Almost ready.
Is it possible for it to be 1? No, it has to be 2, I guess. I've never seen him have like a 1-lap dash to the finish because of regulation. This is what we needed. Was legal, I guess. Now I got to do the blocks again. I was able to block for a pretty dang long time on them tires. Eventually it fell through, but I think I had gone more than 4 laps into the run when I was throwing all those blocks. I think I got around about 6 or 7 laps before I finally lost it to Almirola and Harvick. I mean, we just fucking drove off. The restarts for the player are overpowered. I'm not even on manual transmission. You put me on manual transmission, I'll be another half a second away.
Last lap this time by.
Well, I guess Kevin Harvick is going to come up behind me going into turn 3, and that is going to be the deciding turn of the race. It did not help that I just biffed turn 1. But he's coming hard. Here comes Kevin Harvick. Oh shit, hey, there's Truex. Well, I'm going to let off.
Inside.
Get a nice arc into the turn. And then I'm going to get tight coming off the corner too. Oh, here comes Truex. I want him to get second, but I don't want to help Harvick or him either. There we go. A nice Toyota photo finish with Bubby Wally. And, 100. A fucking 100. Give me 105. I won the goddamn race. Man, I don't know what this criteria don't make no sense. I'm on 105 difficulty. And I win. And I lead all these laps on 105 difficulty. But then it goes, no, it's only going good job for 100. Stupid. Stupid. So I'm doing donuts. DoorDash donuts. Doornuts. And you see, this here is where this car belongs right now. I wonder if the victory lane celebration scene actually puts you there, though. Yes. This is the front stretch victory lane. Nice. I think at Circuit of the Americas, the victory lane is the most random, bizarre spot you could imagine, though. It's just like in some random patch of grass. But we had the fastest lap because that's how good we were on them freshy tires, 39.4. Joey Logano led the most laps. Now, I thought I did, but yeah, it took me a long time to get up there. And yeah, we're always one on the move because we start last. And then the tough break goes to Kyle Larson. Well, that's what I was kind of leaning towards early on when I was afraid he was going to just wreck in front of us. He waited until after I got past him, I guess. Yeah, let's take a look at these results. Yeah, Harvick gets blocked into finishing third. Blaney finishes fourth. Hamlin fifth. Almirola, he looked like he was about to win the dang thing, but he gets sixth. Keselowski fell to seventh. Man, these guys, they just jumped through the pack or whatever when that caution happened. Austin Dillon, 8th. Noah Gragson, 9th. Why? No, don't do that. There's Justin Haley. I thought Darrell Waltrip was here. Oh, Joey Logano got a stage win, and so did Alex Bowman. I didn't even notice Bowman doing that. There's Darrell Waltrip, finishing 25th in his suit and tie. For missing the driver's meeting in his suit and tie. I don't get it. Why are there two Noah Gragson? I know I saw him in the 62 car. I was confused because it said 16. And, yeah. There's Kyle Larson. And William Byron got a DNF. He was charging for that lead in the second stage for quite a while. So that is unfortunate. I'm just saying, if that happened in real life to William Byron, that'd make the regular season championship just that much more interesting. So far, his only win is a silly little plate race to start the season. But he's had so much speed everywhere else and just trimming down all those mistakes. As opposed to Larson, it's faster but makes more mistakes. And that's why it's just battle between him in the regular season currently. Going into this weekend's Michigan race, I don't even know what my next video in this game is going to be. So I'm going to leave you with that. See you next time, and episode over.